First and foremost, I will cover a few things. I've put them deliberately in question marks so that we kind of have a focus question and answer that, that I target. So obviously this is HYSKY. It kind of gives away that it's hydrogen and sky aviation. I will give you my take of why it makes sense specifically to the hydrogen in aviation. So treat it as an extra data point, treat it as the opinion of someone who's done this and has had some experience with the challenges and the benefits. That's somewhat agnostic of Joby specific. It's more, why does this make sense for everyone, for the whole of mankind? Number two, why should Joby do it? I've been at Joby, and I'll get to it in a second. Since 2018, we've started this in earnest in 2021. Part of my role is to understand why this is a corporate strategy value. This has corporate strategy value, so why should Joby be doing it versus focusing on other things? And then that third bullet point of how, that's the prototype we flew last summer and have been flying. And lastly, the what's next is more of the roadmap that we see for a valuable product that will actually, answer uh, the worldwide demand. So going beyond the prototype. Of course, this what's next is a corporate strategy, a product strategy of what's the value for people. I will sound a bit more MBA-ish there and less engineering, but it is something, of course, that we've, since before even the prototype itself, we were trying to figure out obviously what's next and thinking a few steps ahead. And then at 9:30 Pacific, 11:30 Eastern, we'll have Q&A and yeah, I'm sure I'll get a bunch of stuff from you guys and questions and remarks. So Danielle already started this, but I'll just double click a second. I do a range of things for Joby since coming back from my MBA. The title is business manager. That doesn't really mean too much per se, but new technologies is 99.9% hydrogen. I do a bit of the sustainability work that this company that Joby really cares about, and the rest of it is hydrogen. Program and project means actually showing up boots on the ground and making things happen, making sure coordination is in place. All the engineers have a sense of the reporting system. Joby has built a hydrogen development team, but it is spread across different continents. I'll get to that in a second, different departments with different execs. And so my role is also to make sure I can zip across those departments, those functions, and make sure that people, know what they're doing, collaborate effectively, are understanding the latest, are safe, and a bunch of things more. A third item I'll get to in a second, towards the end of the presentation, is something I had to manage more in depth, which is a temporary liquid hydrogen facility where we did store, refuel, maintain. We still do maintain our aircraft. And that was a huge effort, and the value will come in a second, but that was one of the core things I worked on. And lastly, I came back from my MBA. I came back to Joby in 21 after leaving my role as engineering manager. I came back after the MBA because Joe Ben, our founder and CEO, and me reporting to him and working closely with him. Joe Ben couldn't make this call. He's very tied up, but is actually a huge fan of HYSKY, has attended in the past. He's a tremendous leader, and he actually believes so much in hydrogen. He relies on myself, a bunch of people, to really push forward his dream of hydrogen as the next step in the future of Joby.